Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start the drive with Elliott. A big pickup of 38. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
Now a man who played at Centennial High here in Las Vegas, Ramondre Stevenson. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Jones looking to change the play. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here in Vegas. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He's across midfield, and he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now Jones. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This defense for the Patriots, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
21.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Lets this go for Renfrow downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm going to put that jersey on.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You can do it, baby! Come on!
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
21.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in the sprinters.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. He'll get this to Elliott. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 26 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
65, 65.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
21, 21. Hey, alert.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Caught by Mayer. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
After a 100-catch, 1,000-yard season 2021, Renfro's follow-up season was a major disappointment. Injuries and offensive changes kept him to just 330 yards, so hopefully the fan favorite can return to Pro Bowl form and be the type of chain mover he was on that grab.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go, here we go.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
21.
Garoppolo. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Ryland for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Go, take it to the house. Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
and happy.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Don't let him get away with that. Oh, yeah, ref.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, 42 yards. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. Out left and complete to Thornton. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman.
Final
and
adjustments being made for the second half.
Report.
Whether
Coach?
they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. The open man here, Renfro. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. Able to hit his target, it's Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Caught on the right side by Adams. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
12.
Garoppolo now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo changing the play. Back to throw again. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Guys, you got this. Let's win. Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it. It's going to be a good day, boys. Let's work. Make some dreams. Here we go. Hit him with the trick play, coach. 21. Here we go. Score these guys, man.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Room here to run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Inside give to Elliott. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Here
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Ready, get it! 19-18!
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Pats are pouring it on. Ryland on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they're in the hurry up.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, Bank at the 39-yard line.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now they'll change things up.
21.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
An audible here to get a new look.
21. Omaha.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, it's Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Throwing on first down, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
In it to win it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster, 49 yards. And the Patriots continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take it all the way back. All the way down. Watch the sideline.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go, here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Downfield and caught by Thornton. Now he's free at the 35. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for New England. 52 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 103 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Again, Stevenson. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down.
Hold up, listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my rackets, you have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going to lay down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for you.